first of all, I wonder how Lisa Vanderpump feels about Peter announcing this. Like, seems like a pretty big announcement. I mean, that's why the Sun picked it up. Seems like, I mean, did Lisa know that he was coming on your podcast to chat about this and just reveal this major fact?
Well, he says that, and if you remember in season 11 of Vanderpump Rules, Lisa, when Pump closed, moved over the famous iron gate, the famous gate pump, and this was like a scene in Vanderpump Rules season 11. There was like going to be a pump garden at Tom Tom, and Tom Sandoval was not very thrilled about this, right? So that it had already kind of been out there. Now, what Peter basically is saying is like, I don't know if to your point, I have no idea. I know, he's worked for Lisa and Ken for over a decade. But he says in the interview, didn't everybody know this? So I'm assuming, Lisa's smart enough, Peter's smart enough. This is probably
Maybe.
just out there, I would think, and they don't care anymore who leaks it. And I have to imagine maybe with all this Scandival stuff, was Tom Tom just not doing as great? Now, Peter didn't talk about that. He says, from what he hears through the grapevine, that Schwartz and Sandy's is a ghost town, that it is not going well. I don't know. I mean, I don't know the detail. Did Tom and Tom need the money and they came to Ken and Lisa and said, could you buy us out?
You never
Ken
hear about Schwartz and Sandy's. I mean, like,
you don't
Jax,
know.
I mean, the promotion that Jax does is 24/7 on Jax's Studio City. I mean, I see Sandoval promoting the band, the tour. Schwartz, I don't know what the hell he promotes or if he even knows how to promote anything. But I do feel there's a difference with Jax's Studio City. Like, Jax is here to win the game, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
That's
The way
interesting.
I took it from that interview is that it is out there, that it is out there. But wait, I've got a couple other big stories I want to run by you.
Ask me.
Did you see now that it is being reported Ariana and Katie Maloney have made $1.8 million and something about her merch?
I talked about this on my solo show. Yeah, I mean, that's not bad.
Then, did you also see? Now, I have a theory now on Carolyn Manzo and this lawsuit with Bravo. Did you see where
Oh, I did.
the Manzos have not paid taxes on their Paterson, New Jersey famous event company or event space?
How much was but like not that much,
They,
right? A
honey, no.
lot.
Oh, like let me look up exactly
Yeah.
what.
It's in the millions.
No, 138,000. They paid $80,000 of the tax bill a couple of years ago. Now, they also claim that they're victims of the pandemic, and they say they can't even believe that they're still open. Um,
Hmm.
but that they have not been making tax payments. And I thought, are we having money issues?
Well,
Yes, here we go. Manzo family is now accused of owing $137 in back taxes on brownstone property. Details have been revealed as Albert Manzo reacts. The banquet hall, which of course has been showcased, per the NorthJersey.com, the brownstone is $137,000 behind in tax payments. That's a big bill, I would think. Now, look, companies make $137,000 a day, so we'll see. The Manzos allegedly haven't paid a property tax payment, though, in 15 months on the lot.
listen, a bar or a restaurant is a really hard job, people. Really hard. Um, okay. Yeah, I think it's a money play, whether it happened or not.
Albert Manzo says that Councilman Louis Velez apparently discovered this information after investigating the property tax history following his own payment of an overdue bill over his wedding reception at the Brownstones Banquet Hall in 2023. Albert says that Louis' discovery is a case of sour grapes. It's because he got a black eye when he didn't pay his bill, said Albert, metaphorically referring to the fact that he filed theft of service charges against the councilman in municipal court, and now Louis is kind of getting back at them. Louis
I don't
says
know if
facts are the facts.
Manzo, I don't know if Albert Manzo should be joking about black eyes, if you know what I mean.
I do. Fascinating.
Yeah.
Yes, Anita.
You do, the audience does, but we better move on because I don't want no black eye, girl. I don't want one.
Okay. What do you make of Rachel Leviss now saying what it would take for her to return to Vanderpump Rules? To me, the streets are talking because everybody, and I mean, Lala's come out doubling down against Ariana. I mean,
I
there
saw
must,
what did she say? I mean, these people are getting like Lala, and they're just getting like, oh, our show is actually fucking gone. Our show is gone.
yeah.
What did Lala
Ariana,
say? Just
oh,
that she's ready to fight Lala,
yeah.
and I
She's
mean
basically said
Lala.
Ariana, the disregard that Ariana is showing for this show, because Ariana's on top right now, I
Hmm.
have a problem with. I have a problem with you messing with a check for my family. This is my family's livelihood. And you saying like you're fine with not coming back or the show not coming back or everyone doesn't need to come back is messing with my pocketbook. And I'm not happy about it. Yeah.
I see what she's saying. It's more like, what a great look. If I was Ariana, I would pray that the show didn't come back. Like, it's just human nature to say, I don't want to deal with this decision, right? Like, isn't it easier just to say, I'm going to take the $1 million over here and I don't have to go back to Vanderpump Rules versus I was asked and now I have to either turn down like $595,000 or go back, right? Like that's a hard decision. Do you turn the money down and live life, or do you go back? If the show doesn't exist, like I think if I were Ariana, I bet you she is praying that the show doesn't come back. Because otherwise, you're going to have to either take the money and go back and do this something you don't want to do, which, or, right? So I think I get it. I get what she's saying. And I get what Lala's saying. I get her being like, yeah, but if this all goes away, girl, you don't got nothing more than the rest of us. And you're now holding up an entire show till you finish Love Island and figure out what you want. I mean, I think that's the whole thing. I think they're
Yeah.
waiting for Ariana to finish Love Island. Now she's on Broadway and to just figure out, is there another opportunity or do you need to come back? But even if she comes back, what show do we have with the exact same people with a woman who does not want to speak to her ex? We can't have it. We just had it with Teresa and Melissa, and we already had it with Tom and Ariana. So if
Well,
she
and
comes back, what is going to happen? What is this show? Put the whiteboards up and map out the show for me and explain to me what we're going to watch.
Peter Madrigal says none of them work for Lisa, and it is Vanderpump Rules. And he says, just let that be your guide, if you will. So to me, I read from this interview, right? I read between the lines with Mr. Madrigal, and we talked about this on our live show, that the entire cast is gone. Now, did he 100% confirm that? No, but I think if you listen to that interview on the Sarah Fraser show, you will hear. I think he is basically saying it is over. A whole new cast will be cast. But I don't know. I don't see how that happens because how do people still have